Hello ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, times 4 speed. I'm sorry guys, let me reduce it to faster than normal speed. Okay, so right now this is Vampire Cube once again. This is a 3v3 on Ulan Deeps, I believe. I'm not entirely good with map names, so this is just like from memory. So team 1, bottom left corner, Vampire Cube is a red Protoss. We have Noobless on the left as the blue Terran, and on top left we have 2v3 as a teal Protoss. Now 2v3 and Vampire Q have started their pylon. Now let's take a look at team 2. Aaron, whatever. Yellow Protoss on the top right of team 2. Protoss lesser pal on the right position, and on the bottom right we have Luz as the orange Protoss on the bottom right. So wow, this is 5 Protoss and 1 Terran. So indeed this is a Protoss fast. Now we can see that Vampire Q is actually scouted team 2. Now there's one probe from lesser pal. So both teams have scouted. There seems to be some probe action over here, and I believe Vampire Q actually managed to delay the gateway of Luz for quite a bit. So that's why there's a dance over here on the minimap. Now Vampire Q, what's it gonna see? Ooh, a forge from lesser pal. So lesser pal might be thinking of a cannon rush on somebody. Looks like it will be too easy. Seems not. Lesser pal is actually moving down. Now we can see Vampire Q checking the outskirts of his base in case there's a hidden pylon, whether in his base or on the lower ground cannon starting. But as of now, things are pretty much quiet. Now there's a shadow of a pylon over here, so I would say this is by lesser pal. And yes, lesser pal decided to cannon rush Vampire Q. Now will he be aware of this? Yes, Vampire Q immediately pulling 5 probes to deal with the probe and the pylon that is building. But as of now, let's not look at the cannon. Now we can see Noobless has got his orbital command going about 50% through. One marine popping out, moving down to help deal with the cannon rush. Second barracks on the way for Noobless. And 2v3 actually has his cybernetic score about 49% done. Second pylon coming out, and he's just saturated his gas. And chrono boost on Aaron for Aaron, and he's got 1 gate. Actually skipping the Zealot. I don't believe he's got the Zealot, don't see it anywhere at all, so he's went straight for the Stalker. Might be seeing 3 gateways. Will we? Yes, 3 gateways, and that's his strat. And for lesser pal is actually coming up with a cybernetic score, since it's just he's devoted a lot of minerals into his cannon rush. We can see that his chrono boost is actually low, so I assume he must have spent it for his probes. Whoa, actually not. He actually spent it on the Protoss level 1 ground armor upgrade. Now Luz is on 1 gateway, 2 Zealots at its front with 1 Stalker, another one queued. Warp gate research 50% through, second gateway coming through with 1 gas. Now Vampire Q has managed to stave off the cannon rush, so it's fine right now. And 4 gate coming. Oh man, Vampire Q must be feeling pissed about the attempt on cannon rush. So I believe he's gonna go for the 4 gate and to just end the game quick. Dish out his own pain upon the enemy, chrono boosting the warp gate research. And let's take a look at the production tab. He's red, and his warp gate research is actually one of the fastest besides orange. So I'll say that yeah, his 4 gate is gonna come anytime soon. 3 gate robo for Luz, and we can see team 1 actually in position to attack. Now this is weird. Why did Aaron send units down here when she sent it down here? But as of now, attack can commence at any moment. Now we can see Aaron is also actually moving out, so we have both teams moving out at the same time. Now it seems that team 2 might actually reach first. No, team 1 attacks first, force field upon the ram, a slight miscast, and Noobless actually sniping the pylon down and immediately supply blocking Luz and making the a hole for team 1 to move up into his base. Now we can see Guardian Shield being thrown by Vampire Q, microwaving back his injured Stalker and chasing back the reinforcements of Aaron. But as of now, we can see that Team 2 is actually in a bit of trouble, but at the same time, Aaron has got quite a nice Stalker count, so they might actually be able to push this back. Now we can see Luce actually pulling his forces back, conserving them to deal with them at the right time. Now we can see sniping down one Stalker Vampire Q and moving his sentry back at the crucial time, saving it, keeping it alive for it to regen its shields. His energy, so we can cast Force Fuse or Guardian Shield. Now I could say that Vampire is actually overextending a little bit over here. He should be pulled back, and as he decided to pull back, wise choice. Now Noobless is pressing the attack, chasing the probes away, stopping them from mining, and we can see his reinforcements standing here get picked off by Stalkers very easily. Vampire is pulled back all the way to the golden expansion down by the south. He's deciding to conserve his forces for another big attack. Now we can see the Stalker and Stalker action, and now things are pretty even about both teams. Now we can see Too Easy actually moving down at the expansion of Lesser Power. Immortal immediately getting target fired by Team 2. Now we can see Vampire is actually joined up with Too Easy to deal with the forces of Team 2. Now this observer from Too Easy not doing a lot, but we can see that Team 1 has taken out the expansion of Lesser Power. That's 400 minerals gone for Team 2, and it didn't even serve much purpose. Now we can see Luce is actually moving his 5 Stalkers up, trying to bait a counter attack or to help his teammates. Not sure, maybe he's just trying to secure his base area, but we can see Vampire immediately coming back for an attack upon Luce. Now we can see Vampire is pretty much determined to kill this guy, and Luce actually attempted to kill the pylon of Vampire Q, but no, this forces is a little bit too much for him to bear and is pulled back. Actually, there's 2 Stalkers here by Lesser Power. They have Blink, and I'm not sure what how Vampire is going to fare against this force. And Vampire very quickly sniping out the 2 Stalkers by Lesser Power, and with 3 more in reinforcements, Stalkers by Lesser Power, and with a huge surge of Stalkers and 1 mortar by Aaron, they clean up the force of Vampire Q very quickly. Now Vampire Q has come with an expansion. All members of Team 1 has come with an expansion, Nootless and 2 Easy. And let's see what Vampire decided to transition to Dark Shrine, the Chrono Boost upon the Warp Gate. So I think Vampire is feeling the possibility of a counter attack, since he saw the huge force that wiped his forces out, and 2 Dark Templars on the field by Vampire immediately moving out, walking past the forces of Team 2. So right now it is Team 2 bringing the noise to Team 1. Now Vampire is actually staying back, wise choice, and Too Easy and Noobless is not going to be able to stand up to this force of Team 2. Dark Templar doing his little, contributing. Now Vampire has come up with 3 Zealots and 1 Stalker, which we saw sitting at the bottom ramp, and somehow Team 1 actually managed to do quite nicely against the force of Team 2, actually taking out a huge number. I do not know how, someone teach me the math, but at the same time, whoa! Vampire Q's Dark Templar has wreaked havoc in the mineral lines of both Aaron and Lesser Power. So actually I'm not too sure which side has the advantage, but I'll say Team 1 is the most advantage right now, because Vampire, his DTs has done a lot of damage, economical damage. Now Vampire actually focus firing upon the Nexus, and the 2 DTs die off immediately. Now so I would say that Team 2 has taken a lot of economical damage. First we have a Team 1 Strike Force against Luce. Now we have 2 Dark Templars moving separately against Lesser Power and Aaron. So Team 2, every single member of Team 2 has taken economical damage, but all on Team 1 hasn't. So I would say that a huge advantage is going towards Team 1. Now let's take a look at production structures. 4 gateways, 6 gateways for Vampire IQ. Twilight Council not upgrading anything, so I guess Vampire IQ actually got it for the Dark Shrine. And no upgrades coming through. Actually the 7th gateway for Vampire IQ, so he's sticking on a gateway army, no robotics facility coming through, and this is 5 barracks and a factory. So Noobless is a little bit behind on tech, but whoa, what happened to the SCVs over here? Did I miss something? I must have, I'm sorry guys, I must have missed something over here because this saturation is really weak. Now let's take a look at 2 easy. We have 4 gateways. Yup, and 1 robotics facility with robotics bay coming out with Colossus. 1 Colossus already on the field. Now all of Team 2 has got their expansion up as well. Well, not really up, going on the way up. But their forces actually look very small. Sentry Stalker force for Lush with 1 probe joining in the fray, and looks like Aaron is actually doing the best with this is 14 Stalkers with 3 models. No, not 3 models, 1 model with 2 from Lesser Pal. So we can see that they're moving down south, most likely to take this expansion, killing the pylon of Vampire Q. Will it be supply blocking? No, Vampire Q has got his supply prepared. Now Vampire Q is coming with Archons. I'm not sure what's his thinking over here. Archon's not entirely good against Protoss, but maybe he's thinking of the huge shield buffer that the Archons have. Noobless still staying on Marine Marauder, no sign of Medivacs, and yes, reacted Starport coming out, churning double Medivacs for Noobless, but I would say this saturation is still very weak. Level 1 upgrade for Noobless completed. And whoa, Dark Shrine for 2 easy as well, so maybe he saw the effectiveness of Vampire Q's Dark Templar and decided to follow suit. Level 1 upgrade for 2 easy is 75% done, and Vampire Q actually has got his level 1 upgrade just started. His main is about to be mined out, and we can see a huge force of Vampire Q moving out. He's the only one moving out right now, and will be engaging the force of Team to charge forward, and not sure who threw that force field. Should be Lush, but I don't know what I'm going to say. Now we can see Vampire Q actually moving up here, but there's 2 combined force over here. Vampire Q is going to be throwing his forces away just to kill this expansion. Not sure if that's the plan, but here we can see the forces of Aaron, Lush, and Lesser Pal. So this is 3 armies taking 1 against Vampire Q, and I would say Vampire Q is going to be a big trouble. But here is a doom drop by Noobless. I think we should be looking at Vampire Q's army evaporating. Not sure how much his Archon is going to do. Actually, Vampire Q is doing a pretty nice job holding this. From my last impression, this army is by Team 2 is actually a lot bigger, but Noobless has taken out a lot of probes in here, or maybe they were just transferred out. Nexus in the main is gone. Vampire Q, Noobless are sniping the pylon of Aaron, and seems like that pylon loss motivated Aaron to leave the game. So there is a lot of aggression from Team 1. This game is very exciting, and we can see that actually the forces of 2. Wow, I've never seen Archons without that glowing, that I don't know, that cloud of crap around them. So this is really interesting. Well, this is the end of the game, and I hope you guys enjoyed this cast, enjoyed this game, and keep watching. I'll see you guys next time. Vampire Q out.